Hi members, day 71, Facebook Live here, trishleisureLifestyle.com. And today I've just come out of the gym, so this is an early morning one. And over 50s again, and I'm loving it. I'm really enjoying it. It's just awesome. And I think it's a real mix of cardio work, and she really mixes it up. It's a lot of variety. We get in there, we do some floor exercises. Then we actually get told to run up and down stairs within the gym. Then we get told to go out to the grassed area and run around you can either walk or run depending on your ability, which is really good because it allows for flexibility for those that aren't as flexible, because it is over 50s. So you've got all age groups. So you feel quite comfortable. You're not stressed out because you can't keep up. And some of those people are really enjoying themselves. They're really having a good time. It's quite a great social vibe. I mean, it's pretty awesome. And I think for anyone that wants a social interaction as well as a gym workout, it's really good. It's a really good class, and it's full. It's packed. So, and I think another reason is because there's a lot of retired people doing the classes. They're charging quite a reasonable amount for this gym. It's I'm signing up tomorrow, but it's $15 Australian every 2 weeks. So that is quite inexpensive, and you've got all the equipment, you've got access to all the classes, and you can do something every day of the week and something different. She was mentioning tomorrow they've got boxing. Now, I've never done boxing before, so I don't know. I might give that a go. I'll see how I feel. I did ask her about that, but she can team me up with someone, because you've sort of got to be in pairs. And so that's boxing at 9:15 tomorrow. So I'll see how I go. But $15 Australian every 2 weeks and you can bring a guest. Every time you come, you can actually bring a guest and they can use the equipment. So it's very, very economical. I think that's why it's so busy here. I just wanted to talk about, more than anything, adjustment and getting adjusted to something. So in the first few days of coming back here to Australia, I really missed what I had in America. I really did miss it. And it's because I was in a routine. I loved my Zumba, and I loved the gym. I loved the people at the gym. I loved the instructors and the people that were joining the class. And coming back here, it felt like I was missing something back there. It felt like a gap, like a void. And I felt quite sad, actually. So coming back, I was very resistant. Even going to the gym, I was looking at all of the negatives because I was comparing one to the other. I was looking at because it feels sometimes a bit dark in the gym. The one in America was bright and light and airy, and it felt really, really open. Here, it's a little bit dark. It feels sometimes a little bit claustrophobic. Not now though, but it did when I walked in there, because I was comparing one to the other. And it takes time to adjust, and that's for anything that we do. And now all of a sudden I'm really enjoying the atmosphere, I'm enjoying the environment, because now I'm starting to do this mental switch around from looking at the negative, isn't it interesting? And now I'm looking at the positive aspects, because I'm starting to enjoy the process. And it takes me back to when Emily, my daughter, she transferred schools, and she wanted to do her senior years here in Newcastle, which is a bigger city. We were out sort of semi-rural on land, and she wanted the city. And so she did her own research to find a school that was close to the city. She found that school and made that shift. We made that move based on her wanting the city, and I wanted the city as well. It was about time to sort of make that transition. She had a great time growing up in the country, and it was time to sort of have the city life and have all the infrastructure. And when she came here, she ventured into a new school, and it was very difficult for her in that first week. And I'll never forget her first day. She came back, and she must have been about 14, 15 years of age. And she came home and she bawled her eyes out. She was crying, and she thought that she'd made the worst decision ever. She was devastated. Even though she'd made the choice, she'd done the research, she made the move, she was bawling her eyes out and was just so worried that she'd made the wrong decision. And all I said to her, I said, you can always go back to your old school, right? Let's just give it 1 week. Just give it 1 week and see how you go. And she felt a lot more relieved because she had the support to know that, well, I've got a week. I'll give that a go and see what happens. And the week was all she needed. It was amazing. There was a complete turnaround in her. She found friends. She found a group of friends that were really suitable for her, that matched her, that were like-minded. And her whole future changed based on 1 week. Her whole emphasis, her whole future, because the direction that she was going in at the old school, she didn't like. The direction that she took in this new school, she loved. And I think as a result of that 1 week and persevering for 1 week, it's actually changed the trajectory of her whole life and her future. So it's very important to understand those decisions that we do make. You know, like launching a business, going into a business. You have to give it that time. You have to persevere. You have to push through. Sometimes we're more conditioned to push through other things rather than with a business model. I don't know why that is, but it takes persistence. It takes pushing through. And no matter what you do, it's got to take action and it's got to take time to build and develop. And I think sometimes we want a quick fix when it comes to building and creating a business. And it's not always a quick fix. However, just give yourself 1 week and maybe 1 week at a time. Push through, get those things done. And that's just my share today. Day 71 of the 90-day health and wellbeing challenge. It's all to the gates now. It's all downhill to the gates. I don't like using the word downhill, but we're coming to the end. And we've got 19 days to go. And I'm feeling the transformation. It's awesome. So that's my share. Over and out here from Australia. And day 71, I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. Bye, everyone.